in the Dzogchen teaching. So once you discover that, and then also you have to, we should continually keep up these practices. Keep up these practices, and even though nature is completely free and there's nothing really have to change anything, nature level there's nothing to change, but for us, duality beings, we have to have some guidelines how to keep up the practices to discover this nature. To keep up these practices, keep up that guidelines is known as then the samayas. In the Dzogchen level, there's two samayas. Two samayas, those are known as the samaya that have to be guarded. I'm translating guarded. G-U-A-R-D, I think. Samaya that have to guarded samaya or have to do with the girded samaya and ungirded samayas. Or that we don't have to guard. Or have samaya that have to gird, samaya that don't have to gird. Samaya that have to gird, and that is then generally there is also called generally approaching in the Vajrayana teaching. Those are known as general samaya, pacific samaya, and very pacific samayas. Those are known as three samayas generally. And just generally we're talking of the whole view of the samayas. And the first is the general samaya is very general with all Buddha teachings. What are those samayas? What the teaching said? That's what we receive. I mean, again, the Theravada or the Hinayana vows. And those vows and then Bodhisattva vows and the Vajrayana vows. And if we kind of, even though there's so many details, but if we highlight that, what any teaching said, that avoiding all the negative activities directly, indirectly, it is the essence of the Hinayana vows. Essence. Think of that. Avoiding all the negative activities directly, indirectly. Negative means what? The disturbing, hurting others and ourselves. Directly, indirectly. Avoiding that is Hinayana vows. Now keep that. Buddha teaching, again, as you all know, is not something completely different. All lined up. All lined up. Keeping that vows. Keeping that. Above that, Mahayana, Sutra Mahayana vows. What is? Okay, performing the beneficial activity directly, indirectly to yourself, to all the beings, is the essence vows of the Mahayana, Sutra Mahayana vows. So that is so now we have two. First is the Hinayana vows, or Hinayana, or the basic Buddhism school's vow. They avoiding all the negative activity directly to ourselves, to others. And the second is performing, above that, performing the beneficial activities directly, indirectly to you or to others. That. Above that, seeing everything as in a three Vajra status. Everything, so that everything three Vajra status. Vajra form, Vajra speech, Vajra mind is then the Vajrayana vows. And we keep that is known as the general vows of the Vajrayana. General vows. Then the Pacific vow has many subdivisions. So if I just highlight the general, the Pacific one, highlight ones again. And those are known as the vows of the related with the 5 dhyana Buddhas. 5 dhyana Buddhas. And the 14 dawn forms that we chant in every time. Our soap ceremonies, Chandra Puja, Dakini Pujas. 14 dawn forms. Add big ones. And that also we chant during our soap ceremonies. So those are say, kind of roughly as Pacific or Chiarain. Yeah, and the Pacific vows or samayas. Then very Pacific vows of the Dzogchen teachings or the inner tantras, three inner tantra teachings, and that is then highlighted here, and that is as true. That vows that have to be watched or girded, vows that not have to be girded, two vows, or samaya that have to be girded and have to be not girded. And the samaya that have to be girded, that we went through, and that is connected with the teachers. All the teachers, there is like 9 outer vows, 9 inner vows, 9 secret vows, that which is connected with the body, speech, mind of the teachers. Those are in a Dzogchen teaching or the inner tantra names. And now the teachers, again, teachers said it looks like a teacher is the have to watch it and gird it with the vows are even keeping with the teachers. And that's really true. But it's not just a teacher, one teaching. This is the lineage teachings. Lineage teaching is started as we talked from Buddha Samantabhadras. So until Buddha Samantabhadra, everyone observed those 27 vows. Vows as their teachers, related with their teachers. So that means, of course, Garab Dorji and Vajrayana, they don't have to go. But for us, from now on, from here, all the way to the Pema Sambhava, every teacher had to be observed to the vows as their teachers. So that means it didn't mean that teacher don't have to observe, only the student have to observe. Kind of in a common concept. Not that. The teacher is a student of their teachers. And that teacher is student of the previous teachers. So therefore, everyone, that means that everyone have to keep up the vows. And vows all together is 27, as said. 9 vows of the body, related with the body of the teacher. 9 vows of the speech of the, connected with the speech of the teacher, and 9 vows of the connected with the mind of the teachers. And now, when of course teaching, generally how many teachers? In the Vajrayana teaching, say there is, we can count 6 different teachers. And that can be also, can be one teacher, can be all of those, 2 teachers can be all of those, or maybe could be one individual teacher, all one person. So all total kind of like highlighted as 6 different teachers. So those are teachings. First one teacher is what? Generally, all teachers are called general teachers. General teachers. Whether you receive the teaching or whether you didn't receive the teaching is all respected venerables. All venerables. Those are known as general teachers. And the second teaching is known as one who you aspire to the path. One who give you the vows. Those are known as teacher of the vows. Such as, in this case, many times, who perform the refuge ceremonies, who give the refuge vows. And all that is known as all vows of the upasikas, vows of any other kind of, in the Buddha's teachings, vows, who give the vows. Those are known as the one who guided to the path. So God, or one who ushered to the path. So this the path teacher of the ushering path. And the second is the teacher of the one who gives the initiation. So not second, third. One who gives the initiations. Shechens. And empowerments. Initiations. Those are known as the giver, teacher, which is a giver of the initiations. And the transmissions. Those are known as then this third teachers. Guru teacher. And then fourth teacher is one you can who also helping to you, always guiding you and helping to you. Guiding you, helping you, recorrecting us to the path, or always inspiring and kind of adjusting to the path, and help to purify our negativities, our obscurations, or broken samayas. So those are known as purification teachers, or who help to purify this. And fifth one is the teacher who is making explanations, teachings that when you don't understand clearly, or clarifying, explaining, and going through the teaching one after another, or going through teachings. Those are known as who is a clarified teacher, or who can go and give the clarifications. Teachings. And the sixth one is the teacher of the pith instructions, and who is giving the pith instructions, such as Dzogchen teachings, or the Mahamudra teachings, or the teachings of the nature of the minds. Those are known as the teacher of the pith instructions. So those are all known as 6 different teachings. Now among these 6 teachings, generally also known as then other teachings. That is highlight one of them. And that is known as then many times we call root teachings. Root teachings. What means root teachings? Generally, root teacher is something that you feel so connected, is inspired, help you immediately, instantly. That becomes the root teacher, generally, for example. For example, the great master, Mararepas. Marba is become immediately his root teacher. He don't have to do all those different things. He stayed with according the life story, according history, he stayed one teacher. Marba, most of the time. That's it. Really, he stayed. That day, he listened, he followed, he received the teaching, and then enlightenment. So root teachings. That is. And then generally, that is not just that. And for example, for Jingmi Lungpa. Jingmi Lungpa, considering Lungchiba his root teachers. Jingmi Lungpa and Lungchiba, between Jingmi Lungpa and Lungchiba, there is a long gap of the times. But however, when he is meditating, he received the Vajrayana body of Lungchiba 3 times. After that, he completely explored of the true nature, exactly as it is. And he have completely overflowed of his primordial wisdom. He didn't have to go to all those intellectual starting systems. He completely becomes such a great scholar, master of the Buddhism. And he considered his Longchiva become his root teacher. Always there. But normal times, most of the time, root teachers are there, known as one and one who gives the empowerment and the transmission, one who gives you the explanation of the teaching or the tantra, and one who gives you the peace instructions. That is known as then the root teacher. And therefore, many times in the teachings, I'm sure you read, master book read that the teacher who been three different ways of kindness, 3 different kindness. Kindness of the giving the empowerment and transmission, kindness of the making explanation of the teachings, clarifications, and kindness of the who giving the instructions of nature of the mind. That is known as the kindness root teachings, according general approach of the Buddha's teachings, that or the Vajrayana teachings. So now, with that understandings,